bum crazy and size is on its mind. She got a butt lift for Christmas.
Yeah.
For Christmas mass. Whether it's au naturel. So if people look at my butt, with a bit of product help. So I have some bum pads. Woo! Oh my god! Or full-blown surgery.
And I inject it into your butt.
I want to know how pop culture has influenced the world.
Twerking, to take the word off the movement has always existed.
And find out once and for all, is bigger better?
When you have sex, the view is much better than a smaller butt.
A butt, derriere, booty or badonk. Call it what you like, but big butts are in. Women face constant pressures with their bodies and how they are supposed to look, and it seems the current trend lies with their behind.
As a black girl, I think that's something that's always been apparent to me, but now seeing it mainstream, I think celebrities have had a big influence on that.
But just how deep does this fixation run with everyday people, if at all? I took to the streets of London to ask the public if they were happy with the size of their own butts.
I feel like it could be improved.
A bit bigger.
More defined.
Lift it a bit.
Bit rounder.
Higher.
More shapely.
Girl, them like it, innit?
It's okay the way it is.
It's cool like this.
Perfectly adequate.
Maybe a bigger bum.
There was a consistent message of improvement in both men and women. So as a girl with a bigger bum, I decided to go out with a secret camera to see if this fixation really is worth any fuss.
If people look at my butt, I will know. Let's go. I'm excited.
So perhaps there is a sense of intrigue around a bigger bum. But just how far are girls willing to go for this supposed desirable look?
I have Dr. Miami on Snapchat and he films every bit of his surgery. You will not miss a second of it.
I went to find out exactly how it's done and spoke to the man who's felt more bums than a midwife and who's famous for the Brazilian butt lift.
Could you explain the process of a BBL?
Brazilian butt lift is where I take fat from areas of the body where you don't want it, like your tummy, your back, your arms, your thighs, anywhere. I take that fat out, I isolate it, I separate the blood from the fat. I put the blood, you get the blood back, your fat goes in a separate container, and I inject it into your butt to make your butt bigger and rounder and fuller. And I have kind of a bunch of different ways to configure your butt depending on what you're asking for. So like a shelf, an upside down heart, a bubble butt.
I was thinking, do people actually say what they want? Do they ever come in and oh, I want a bum like Kim Kardashian or?
Yes, 99% of people come in with a picture, like an Instagram picture, or they'll say they want to look like J-Lo or Kim Kardashian or one of the other, celebrity butts.
And then you just try replicate that.
You try. I try to. I also bring them down to reality. Not everybody can have Kim Kardashian's butt, but if it's possible, I'll give it to them. And if it's not possible, I'll get them as close as their body can possibly be to that shape.
But are people aware that it isn't as glamorous as it sounds? I've come to see Dr. Evo, plastic surgeon, to discuss the sides of the surgery that we don't get to see.
That's the thing I have to drum in. Say, listen, this is not going to be fun. You're going to be lying on your tummy for a week. You can't go to the loo because after the painkillers they get constipated. With the liposuction they get sore. They can't sit on the toilet or push. They're going to a bath and stand up.
Oh my god.
So it's not, it's quite something.
It's far from glamorous, so why do we put ourselves through it? I wanted to find out from the boys to see if they had any preference towards this.
I kind of like the Megan Good bum, you know that? And the Beyonce, Nicki Minaj type of bum.
Probably a smaller one, really.
I'm not really bothered.
But then again, there's some bums like Cheryl Cole, very peach and...
No, I definitely enjoy a big bum.
When you have sex, the view is much better than a smaller bum.
I don't really see the matter with it.
So some like it big, whilst others couldn't even care less. It was time for me to visit the other contributing factor, twerking.
I got a couple bad bitches out in MIA. I got a couple hidden toppers surrounding the safe. I don't know what.
So we only actually watched the twerk class, but we looked the part. I spoke to the creator of the Tone and Twerk, Brooklyn Sanchez.
I've said this before, with black culture, things with black culture, most of the time these things get exploited. Twerking, take the word off the move, the movement has always existed. Miley Cyrus is now supposed to be the pioneer of twerking. So am I gonna sit back and let someone take my culture and kind of exploit it and make a mockery of it, or am I gonna be the first person to start twerking fitness class and make it a bit serious for everyone? It's about taking what's ours and putting it out there the right way and not the wrong way, I guess.
Having heard from the professionals, I decided to test out some bum enlarging products myself.
Right, so I have some bum pads. Woo!
With the pads and the pants, my friend Priscilla agreed to be the crash test dummy.
Oh, here she comes.
Oh my god! Oh my god! But that result wasn't quite exaggerated enough, so we stuffed and stuffed and stuffed.
I feel like I'm rooting for our organs, bro. Another one. Not bad.
With the butt stuffed and ready to go, we had to test what people would prefer.
Definitely prefer the one on the right.
That one.
The right.
I would pick both. Both seem fine.
Probably the second one. Right. Right. You don't want to be that long ass girl.
Almost everyone chose the picture on the right, suggesting they all seem to prefer a bigger, rounder, scarf-stuffed bum. I think what I've learned from doing this project is that no one is ever truly happy with their body type, boys and girls. We always want what the next person has. But in terms of the whole bum thing, I think it's going to be here for a while. But then having said that, it's only a matter of time before the next craze comes along.